Welcome to AI in 10. I'm Chuck Goetschel, and every day my AI clone breaks down the biggest AI story in 10 minutes or less. What it is, why it matters, and how you can actually use it. You know how tech companies love to promise you the future, and then suddenly decide that future isn't profitable enough? Well, OpenAI just pulled the plug on Sora, their AI video generator, to chase something they think is way bigger. OpenAI announced it is shutting down Sora on or around March 25th, 2026, but Sora is being replaced by a new video generation model codenamed Spud. They're replacing Sora with this new video generation model called Spud. Now, if you remember Sora, it was the tool that could create incredibly realistic videos from simple text descriptions. Type in a golden retriever playing piano in a coffee shop, and boom, you'd get a 60-second video that looked almost real. It was impressive enough that Disney was investing, but Disney is dropping its $1 billion investment in Sora following the shutdown announcement. But here's where it gets interesting. This new Spud model is in development, and while no current sources confirm specific pivoting announcements, they're moving toward what could be called automating the physical economy through something called world simulation. So what exactly is world simulation? Think of it like this. Right now, if you want to train a robot to fold laundry, you need thousands of hours of the robot actually folding real laundry. It drops things, tears fabric, makes mistakes, all in the real world with real consequences. World simulation changes that game completely. Instead of training robots in your living room, you create a perfect digital copy of your living room complete with realistic physics, lighting, fabric behavior, everything. The robot practices folding laundry millions of times in this simulated world before it ever touches your actual clothes. It's like having a flight simulator, but for every possible task a robot might need to do, which is basically tech speak for, we want robots that don't destroy your house while learning. The technical challenge here is enormous. Video generation was already computationally expensive. That's why your phone gets hot when you edit videos, but simulating entire physical environments with accurate physics, that requires massive computing power, and that's exactly why OpenAI killed Sora. They need every available computer chip focused on this robotics bet. It's like closing your lemonade stand to open a restaurant, except the restaurant might revolutionize how robots work in the real world. Now let's talk about what this means for your actual life, because this isn't just about robots in factories. This is about robots in your world. First, your entertainment is about to get more expensive in the short term. That Disney partnership, Frozen, all those promises about AI-generated movies and personalized content, delayed. Disney was counting on Sora to create cheap custom content. Now they're back to paying actual humans. Actual money to make videos, which means your streaming bills aren't getting cheaper anytime soon. But here's where it gets interesting for your career. If you're in video editing, animation, or marketing, you just got a reprieve. 6 months ago, everyone was worried Sora would replace video professionals. Now those same professionals have breathing room to figure out their next move. However, and this is important, if OpenAI succeeds with world simulation, we're looking at a completely different disruption. Think about every job that involves physical tasks. Warehouse work, home health care, cleaning services, food preparation, elderly care, package delivery. World simulation could make robots competent at these tasks much faster than anyone expected. Instead of taking years to train a home healthcare robot, it might take months. That's not necessarily bad news, but it's definitely news you need to prepare for. The robotics revolution has always been 10 years away for the past 30 years, but world simulation might be the breakthrough that actually makes it happen. It's like finally getting the cheat codes for robot training. So, what can you actually do with this information today? First, if you were counting on Sora for your video projects, you need alternatives right now. Runway ML and Luma Dream Machine both offer similar text-to-video capabilities. They're not as sophisticated as Sora was, but they're available today. Sign up for their free tiers and start experimenting. Don't wait for the perfect tool, use what's available. Second, start paying attention to OpenAI's robotics announcements. Follow their blog, their social media accounts. When they release early access to these world simulation tools, you want to be in line. Even if you're not technical, understanding these tools early gives you a massive advantage in planning your next career moves. Third, and this might sound weird, but download NVIDIA's Isaac Sim if you have a decent computer. It's free world simulation software that lets you experiment with robot training. You don't need to become a robotics engineer, but understanding how these simulations work will help you spot opportunities before everyone else does. Fourth, get on OpenAI's waitlist for Spud when they announce it. Based on how they're positioning it, this could be their most capable model yet. Being an early user of powerful AI tools consistently pays dividends in whatever field you're in. As I always say, I'm not a career counselor or financial advisor. Talk to professionals about your specific situation. But I can tell you this, the people who thrive with AI are the ones who start experimenting today, not the ones who wait for certainty. Here's the bigger picture that everyone's missing. This isn't just about OpenAI making better robots. This is about the entire AI industry maturing from flashy demos to real economic impact. For the past 2 years, AI companies have been in an arms race to create the coolest demos. ChatGPT writing poetry, AI generating art, Sora making videos, it was all impressive, but it was mostly digital entertainment. Now we're entering phase 2. AI companies are focusing on tools that directly impact the physical world. Robots that can actually do useful work, simulations that solve real problems, systems that generate actual economic value beyond helping you write better emails. This shift tells us something important about where AI is headed. The next wave isn't about better chatbots or cooler image generators. It's about AI systems that can manipulate the physical world as effectively as they manipulate digital information. That means the biggest opportunities and the biggest disruptions are coming to industries that haven't been touched by AI yet. Physical jobs, location-based services, anything that requires hands-on work. The companies that figure out world simulation first don't just win the robotics game. They potentially control the infrastructure for how every physical task gets automated. That's a much bigger prize than making viral videos, even really good ones. OpenAI isn't just killing Sora, they're betting their entire future on becoming the operating system for physical AI. That's either brilliant or reckless, but it's definitely not boring. That's today's AI in 10. If you want to go deeper and learn AI with a community of people just like you, join us at aihammock.com. I'll see you tomorrow, my friends.